Welcome back to Inscryption. We're in this decrepit crypt zombie type area. We can start blasting through things here. I'm prepared for there to be new mechanics, things that are slightly different from how they were previously. The shield latcher, that's new. When a card bearing this sigil perishes, its owner chooses a creature to gain the nano armor sigil. That is very annoying. That just creates such a frustrating sequence of things to have to deal with. I will make this thing kill itself on my empty vessel. I think that's a pretty fitting first move. He'll gain the shield, which that makes me think the proper way around it is to do things in an order where that can't happen, basically. Okay, this I'm gonna make that kind of just resolve itself. Oh, that didn't even get rid of the shield. It's done. It's done anyways. It worked eventually. Don't worry about it. My camera's blurry. How do I fix that? Probably the thing that makes the most sense is to kill the other enemy type so that the shield has nothing to latch onto. I think that becomes more logical. I don't actually want my sniper bot to die. Yeah, this is my plan. Those guys will move forward. Barry? Was that his name? Oh, honey, don't cry. I'm Barry Moonski. I'll make it swift. Loved that name. Ridiculous name. Absolutely phenomenal stuff there. Oh, that was just a little reminder next to my empty vessel deck, just showing me the first time it would take damage, prevent the damage. Yes, that works how I thought it would. Well, I can put my sniper where I wanted to. It will just be less useful, but he'll change. So maybe that'll work out still. Because what I want to happen is I want to sniper the explode bot, kill him. The tree is shielded and I truly don't care. He killed him before he could swap. I think I wouldn't have enough for potentially wouldn't have enough. So he should waste a turn attacking that. It'll rip through his shield. Just kind of a small freebie for me. So I can summon any of these now. An annoying group of cards, I would say. Let me just grab one more. I will... Is it every time you die? When it perishes. Oh, but he becomes just less and less likely to perish. Wait, a copy's created in your hand. Oh, was that a totally separate thing I had that made it stronger? Anyway, he's strong as heck right now, so I'm putting him to work out there. Just blast through. Ouch, it's alright, darling. Remember the name Barry Moonski. I'll be back. Well, not anytime soon, I'm not thinking. It's gonna take a damn while. Let's just chuck down a gunner, and this should put an end to everything here. Shields don't matter, it's nothing. I'm gonna be way beyond. What was that? Was that plus 6? 6, nice. It's about as good as it gets. That's about as heftily as you can cash out during one of those. I have the gunner. Now we're getting some new stuff. The X-skeleton. So he's not really like an exoskeleton. He's just X. 2 and 2. When he attacks, he breaks, right? And the Latcher costs 3 to summon. Gives the shield thing. No, when it perishes, you choose someone to give brittle to. Oh, I could give that to a creature on the other side of things, right? Because that I like. I think that's how that works, and that's what I want. I want to throw that card down against enemies where it's gonna, like, directly mess them up, like, where I can use it to wipe an enemy of theirs off. The sentry drone will attack when you're played in front of it. Those guys will just die upon attacking. Let's make one of these drones destroy itself, although I could just absorb damage here, or prevent damage, which I think in this early turn, before things have tipped any direction, that is more useful. Now there's notably less that I have to worry about all of a sudden. Let me stick an explode bot over here. That is precisely how I wanted that to go. Great. How much? 3. I don't really need to apply brittle to any of those. Like, that's not that useful. Although I could test it. I can just make sure it works how I think it will. Right. I have to draw a card. So I draw my card. Latcher in front here to protect damage. At least some. And now I can apply brittle to you? Yes. Okay, that does work how I thought it would. And it's actually, like, pretty damn useful. I'm a big fan of that one. Let's... Is it when it's put in front of it? Yeah, so this would get killed instantly. So that's... Well, let's throw down the shield bot, because it'll live. And then it can kill it. So at least I'll just get that off the board there. I realize I'm just opening up an avenue for it to deposit, to insert, to summon other things, but it's fine. I feel like it's for the best. Kind of just riding out turns here until I can start summoning my big play cards. Yeah, let's... Fresh fish. I'll double gunner. Right in the center here. That'll take 1 free shot. Won't matter. Probably can win on this turn. Double gunner is basically the exact card I was hoping I would draw. There, that should sail me through that one. Only 2, only 3 extra on that one. You wish to pass this ice? Well, I suppose I could clear it. A little bit of heat should do the trick. How do I generate heat? Oh no, he did it. It is just gone. How does the recycling thing work? Ready to trade. This is the trading one. Right. Maybe do I want that? Do I actually want to trade? When it chooses a creature to gain the detonator. So that's the explode bot one. Right. The X-skeleton is maybe useful, but I don't really know what I would give up in its place. Can I look at my own deck? I can. What do I never use? The energy bot basically sucks. I think it's the one that turns into the wolf, which is decent. Yeah, Leap Bot's not great. The Sonya? That's probably my least favorite, actually. I was thinking about just swapping a gunner for a gunner, and I just thought that would be easy and simple. I don't like that card very much. So, I'm fine switching that one out. 4 Robo-Bucks for an upgrade. It's cheap. Probably worth it. So, probably one of my gunners, since I have 2 of them. I would rather make them more powerful. I feel like this is yet again going to be like giving them the spiky or whatever. Like, I don't even remember what that one is. The burrower, I don't want that. The hefty, I don't really want that. The armor... Yes, the gunner is weak. I want the armor. There it is. Simple as that. That can't have been correct. No, no, no. I'm like extremely confident in that. I think that was absolutely the move for me. There's some stuff around, across the bridge, so let me just kind of explore elsewhere briefly. That's is that even... So the spot that had ice is all melted for like no purpose. Was generating the heat. Is that what he's laughing at me? Is that it generated heat for something more nefarious that I now have to worry about? What the heck? That was a long little side trip. It was worth a good heap of money though, so that's tight. Not that I know what to spend money on still. Okay. Across the bridge is my only real option, and I'm guessing there'll be a waypoint on the other side. Oh, it's funny. When you cross the bridge, there is the... That was probably true the last time, too, and I just, like, didn't appreciate that's how that was working. I don't know why you guys are electrified. That worries me slightly. That is the bomb latcher. So I think same thing. I would rather the automaton die first. Although attaching the bomb to the rails is pretty funny. I'm going to make that thing destroy itself. That is my first step here. And now if I destroy that, is it just going to attach a bomb to a bomb? Because that's kind of funny. Let me make use of that here. Yeah, you just attach the detonator to the thing that is already a literal bomb. So that's relatively funny. I could wait a turn and then sniper it and kill his like lackeys, but I don't know if I would really like survive until then. No, this will work because I'll gain back 2. He'll die. I'm going to take a few shots here. Hey, Clank Van Rust reporting for duty. We don't have Moon Boy anymore, whatever his name was. Barry Moon something. I was supposed to remember. He told me to remember, and I guess I didn't. My mission, eliminate target, collect bounty. After that, maybe start a small business. A bed and breakfast, something nice. Settle down, find a partner, manufacture some children. Grow old, pass the business on to my children. Rust away, content with my life's work, surrounded by family. This guy's got it all figured out. I would love to model my life after Clank McClank. But first, eliminate target. Clank Van Rust. Clank McClank, I think was his name. Oh, see, now I want him to step forward. But I would need to survive one more round here, and I don't think I'll quite get away with it. I wouldn't have enough of anything piling up against or for me. Alright, this is not going to be how I wanted this to go, but this is what I'm stuck with. Energy gaining 1 first. Oh, it didn't quite bring it up around enough. I didn't actually do any math there. Explode bot, take those out. I still have to fight with him. I should double check. Full 6, so I don't really have to worry. I could just kind of stack an empty vessel against him to work in my favor. I will throw a sniper down next. Yeah, and I'll tuck that off to the side. So I'll at least get a couple shots off on him. He'll hurt himself some more. That was also, like, planned. That's how I wanted that to go. You're not the shielded one, which is too bad. Maybe I'll draw the shielded one. Dang. He's got the bomb latcher again, which I don't really want to deal with that. But if I set him in front like that, he'll never attack me and he'll never attack it. So I think that works out really well. That'll tip me ever so slightly in my favor just to survive at least one more round there. I want the empty vessel. I want you to go in front because you'll get that extra aggro damage. You're doing that to each other, but that's 5 total attack, just how I wanted. And you can plop in front there to absorb some damage. So that one will go in my favor there. I will tell my future children of this moment. Well, good luck fathering any now, you dead son of a bitch. We will laugh together about it one day. The children or me and you? Because I have no interest, man. You go live your life, but I'm out. I want no part anymore. Well, I guess at this point in things, I'll just take my free shots. And now I want this to wrap up like as quickly as I can. Oh, I would love to get him out on the field here somewhere if I can. But nothing is like damage dealing except the shield bot, so you're never gonna clear away my empty vessel or anything. So whatever. I guess I'll stick you out on the board there. There's damage to be done. Oh yeah. You'll get attacked. So there. Ah, I wanted one more so I could deal that excess damage. Another star on your head. Your bounty is higher. Bounty hunters of a higher caliber may come calling. Right, I forgot that's what the stars were even doing. Any items are back online. Bot spawners offline. Do I want to go and spend all this money I have? I have this quite an excess of money. Ooh, oh, that's just the one. There's the one wound up there. Is it telling me to go back to the backwater? I'm just curious why it has this big skull lined up like that. That makes me want to just explore around a little bit and just be certain. That could just mean that there was a boss over here. That's probably the most likely explanation is that's all it's telling me. Yeah, feeling like a waste of time to track through this. Yeah, that's all that was trying to tell me. Glad to have clarified it, I guess. I could also do... I already had the beast thing. I could start applying electrical bot based things. I don't really want a new card. Maybe I upgrade one card. For 15 bucks, I'm sitting on quite a bit. You know what to do. Do I have a card that seems like it would most benefit? I could do the Oro bot. The alarm bot, maybe. My other double gunner could be good. It's generally just a useful card. The shield bot, maybe. It really depends on what these would end up being. What it would end up asking for. Or what it would end up offering. What could I attach to them? So let's see if we can add more to the skeletal latcher. He has a really specific use right now, and I would love for there to be more. Touch of Death and the gift bearer. The touch of death is really funny because if I just throw him down and kill something, and then when he gets killed, he creates a scenario. See, I've created a scenario now where I can't specifically target things as directly, because if he was weak and incapable of defending himself and I threw him down in front of something like Filthy Corpse World, then that's just it. They're just screwed on the next turn. I don't know. I think it'll chain together in a way that'll mostly be useful. What a depressing abode. You have to be here to defeat the resident Uberbot, but I don't think you'll want to stay long. Ooh, we get our first electrical charge. This is a cool one. I'll overclock one of your cards. Give it an attack buff. But if it dies, it's gone forever. The card or the buff? That's a part I'm not understanding. I could throw down, like, the shield bot. Probably one of my gunners, because having the extra damage would be really huge. But they are just likely to get killed, you know? At least the shield one's a little bit better protected. I'm going to try it on him. So he's just made a little stronger. If a card bearing this sigil perishes, it is permanently removed from your deck. Oh, it is the card. Well, I guess I just gotta work extra hard to keep this guy alive. That's a tough one. Done. Don't let it die. That's intense. I hope I can hang on to that. Jeez. Skeleton, shield latcher. Shield latcher could be useful, especially now that I have a card that I need to specifically protect. Concerns me a little bit. Kind of a decent risk of that going wrong, working against me. A leaping bot and a shield guy. So again, I probably want to kill him first if I can. But he doesn't. He'll attack me. He will attack. So let's get rid of that first. Yeah, that is the correct first move, I think. But he won't even directly kill himself on that turn still, so that doesn't quite work how I planned. Nearly. I'll just throw you down to deal some direct damage. Doesn't really matter. I just didn't want him to die first. Now there's these other cards on the field, so maybe my little strategy there is stupid as shit. I'm just stuck with things not working how I wanted them to. Yeah, I may come to regret that. That might have been the incorrect way to go about it. We'll kill that one. And he shielded me, because I think it had to shield an active card on the field. So that's really funny that I benefited from that. Either way, I think that's what I want. He attacks life directly, so I don't want to mess around with that. But I don't think I have anything that could kill it. So that's bad news. And I don't really have anything offensive to summon. Shit, this would be a bad time to die. Places explode bots on all empty spaces. Yeah, I screwed up here. Oh, all of them. Including on his side of things. Alright, I guess that's what I'm doing here. That's such preposterous shielding, comboing, chaining together. He's gonna end up with shit and I'm not. That went disastrously. Wow. Wow, crap. That was no good. Luckily, I'm like 2 steps away from that. I can just go pick that back up. Let's give that another shot. But I don't even know if I have like a formed strategy that I know for sure will be like a good solution. If I just empty vessel you, you'll just die right away. Your shield ends up on the map. I don't want that, but you know. At least now there's only one thing on the field that is like built to deal damage. I'll empty vessel you as well. And there. I'm at least protected for another turn here. While I worry about getting other stuff on the field. I could plop the sniper down. I'll get more use out of that for sure. Yes, I'm happy with that. I don't know why the shield is doing nothing. I swear I'm like attacking things other than the shield. Don't really understand why. They will attack my life, but I should be able to kill them, so I can worry about just kind of like drawing any old other card. Yeah, I'll throw you down because you'll change anyways. See, that didn't take damage. And the shield isn't permanent. This should have died. I'm like 90% certain that that's how that should have worked. But now I'm all wigged out. Now I don't know. Let's get some stuff on the field and do some damage. There you go. You finally died. You turned into a wolf. Happy with that. Big swing. It's, in moments like that, you wonder if you should stretch it out further, you know? So I have like a feather and some money. A little bit of money. The feather, I have no idea. Contribute to some larger puzzle further along. Just purely guessing, but I got no other ideas. That's a big wave of things. A couple sentry drones and exos. Xes. EXE skeleton is, I guess, probably closer to how that's supposed to be read. You guys just will die. But I have to mitigate the damage. So, you know, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that I did damage back to him because he's cut anyways. Oh, new cat cameo. Misty has arrived, and she wants to chew on headphone cables. So now she has to sit in my lap because I have to be able to stop her, keep an eye on what she's getting up to. She will eat those cables. You'll take 1 damage, right? Just 1? Okay, that's how I wanted that to go. I can't summon anything else. That's fine. It was very distracting. I thought I was deeper in this battle than I thought than I actually was. Both are annoying and make me wonder if I should have summoned like one of my protector spaces. You know what? I'm gonna drop you in there because you can allow me to crap that one out. So it won't take effect right away. Won't be like immediately useful, but yeah. I don't need an empty vessel just yet. Just throw one of these guys down. Ooh, I should have put him probably in a different spot. It doesn't matter because he'll just be destroyed. Vessel also won't matter. That's where having the empty vessel with the leaping would have been handy. Like it just is gonna start coming up a fair amount. Yeah, I'm gonna chuck an explode bot down to just stop me from having to worry about some of that. The cat is not done. It's having a grand time. Right. That makes sense. That's so stupid. In my mind, that was brilliant, you know. Huh. Oh, you attacked straight over him. Someday I'll remember to, like, plan accordingly based on that, because, geez, does it ever come up often and is clearly important. But what I can do, I'm pretty sure, is just throw this guy down on the field here and I'll win. I think that pushes me enough ahead. Yeah, I'm just going to take the easy out there. Having such a high damage card is like the easiest way to get bailed out of things. No, don't bite headphone cables. Jeez. You needy little monster. So now I have another thing that I'm incapable of unlocking. Only one path forward. You have brought a fine quill. Okay, I hadn't gone this way yet. Are these both scribes? Please sign here that you agree to give access. I don't think I really want to grant that permission, but there's no other option. Thank you. Do not forget your agreement. That agreement, that one specifically that I just signed, that I have no real specifics to go off of, your items are replenished, and those bots back there are permanently offline. Standard stuff. Exactly what I expected. I'm pushing forward. There it is, the Uber bot you sought. It's the fun to say. These idiotic librarians worshipped it as it sits here covered in filth and grime. Ready to clean it up? Cleaned it up by destroying it? Oh look, it's boss time. Unpacking archivist.zip. Applying personality matrices. Cleaning up some temp files. Okay, here we go. Ooh, I like that the one eye is just like scrolling binary. Ah, greetings. If you had not gleaned it from the title of my zip file, I am the archivist. I eagerly await. I don't know why I said it like that. That was absurd. The archivist, not the archivist. I eagerly await the opportunity to explore your hard drive. Ooh, me too. That reminds me of like Bachelor #1. If you were on a date with a robotic nerd, how would you sexually suggest that your date concludes or whatever? Files and directories are my specialty, you see. Good fish. Okay. The librarian can jump up in the way, and when a card bearing this sigil perishes, select a file. Place damage on the scales according to the file's size. What file? Files from my computer? If a creature would attack a card bearing this sigil, it does not. You can't attack tombstones. Is exploding on them the only option? Like, is that an attack? I don't really know if it counts. I guess I'm just chucking a vessel up to try and save myself anything, any damage whatsoever, for crying out loud. I gotta do that a second time. He's just gonna keep pumping out librarians. That's the move, hey? Oh, I should have inquired sooner. You will need to grant me access to your hard drive. Would you please acquiesce? I assure you no harm will come of it. I guess so. I guess I gotta. Here comes your actual files. I hope no one's watching. Now, do recommend an exemplary file to me. And do take into account its size, its magnitude, its bulk. I can go anywhere? Are these actual things that I have? I guess I'll go into like my flash file. I got all sorts of stuff in here. 10 kilobytes, is that like as small as I can find? 8 kilobytes. 3 kilobytes there. That is going to be hard to get smaller than that. A small file, but I do suppose respectable. I thought I didn't want to put them on my size. A single point of damage is what it is worth. Was I supposed to pick actual big heavy things? I wanted to be heavy. I want it to tip against the other guy. Like, select a file, place damage on the scales according to the file size. But where is it going to end up? That doesn't seem to be made clear at all. I have no clue. So I just keep protecting myself as best I can. An explode bot's not going to do me any good. Not there, at least. So, again, do choose a file. The file size will be paramount. See, like here, I'll have some pretty good-sized files. 24 megabytes. Obviously, I have bigger things elsewhere. The file demands attention. It appears to weigh in at about 2 damage. Bravo! Okay, so I want that. I want to pick heavy-ass stuff, which mostly should have made sense. but I felt like I'm just used to things weighing against me in this game, you know? I was just waiting for that inevitability. Select a file. Recall that its vastness is your object. Well, in that case, probably if I go to, like, Diablo Resurrected or something like that, are these files not going to be, like, massive? 32 megabytes. 2 gigabytes. My word, that file, I must say it is colossal. Bravo. I have so many videos from recording things on this channel. It's such an obvious thing in hindsight to select those as my however I want to refer to them, my big weighty file sizes, my binary blocks here that are gonna wreck this guy and show him what's what. I'm stuck with a bunch of, like, relatively useless cards here. Judge based on girth. So my best bet for that actually is going to be going into here. Everything in here is going to be massive. Mostly 3 gigabytes. That's a good one, right? Magnificent. It's gargantuan. So my initial one was a very, very stupid choice. Please select a file. Things are getting, like, reset. Oh, that was for tipping over. This one, however, is very special. Choose a file that is dearest to your heart and one that shows age. I'm going to go into my old file, old Flash file, and find, like, whatever, like, the oldest animation I can find is. I can't even, it won't be worth explaining how old and crappy this is, but it was like one of the earliest animations that I think I still have. Pirate School. Now, let us place this file in a card. You didn't choose a file that was too dear, did you? For if this card dies, it will delete the file from your disk. I'm not willing to tolerate that. I absolutely... Please do not tempt me. I'm completely serious. Shall we see what it looks like? Well, I legitimately am going to go back that up because I'm like not willing to lose that. At least it's the SWF, actually. It won't matter because I have the Flash file. The SWF is like the rendered file, so it wouldn't matter. It's most ancient indeed. It has seen things. A stat line of 4 out of 4 is only appropriate for an August file such as this? Or was it from August? Is that what that means? Hostage file. When a card bearing the sigil perishes, the file used to create it is really deleted from your hard drive. I went and looked it up. If this card perishes, it instead adds a little, like, notepad file to that drive that says something along the lines of, like, hey, you agreed to this, you manually delete the file, and it, like, encourages you, and there's a little bit of, like, gamification to it and kind of ribbing you a little bit. And it legally can't delete one of your files because then the game would qualify as malware. So yeah, I'm glad that's not actually how it works, because that would be kind of trash. Be not great. Wouldn't be a fan myself. I'm gonna line him up somewhere there where he'll be relatively safe. I got all kinds of damage to do. That's always absurd in these boss battles when you basically skip a phase like that. I thought I had you. Oh well. You've made a few correct deck building decisions, I guess. And you're lucky. Do I just get to keep that card though? Is that with me? Oh, there's the next one. Beaming up his brains into space or whatever we were gonna say is happening in that instance. Hook me up with some extra cash. Ooh, and a grave. Gotta check the grave marker. Which is making my empty vessels better again? I didn't expect them to receive an additional upgrade, or would I be replacing it? Because I don't want to replace it. I would love to add to. Provides an energy cell. Like, that's relatively useful. The Mighty Leap is a good one. The Armored I don't really want. I hope it's in addition to. Because otherwise I don't want to change it. But I think I'm kind of stuck with it. Is my pirate animation still here? Nah, that was like a one-time thing. And it seems... Is my printing progress further along? I don't know if there's anything else I could do with that. I do want to see the camera. Ooh, the skull has returned. But I can't actually click on it or do anything there. But that's interesting because it gives me the impression that like other scribes' influences are like making their way into this somehow. Truly couldn't say, oh, whatever I'm seeing there is on the other side of this door. But I have no clue. No clue how to open any doors. Alright, back to the table. And second, the dank crypt. The second one down. I honestly didn't realize I was going to fly through that one quite so quickly. I feel good about that. Do I have a card I dislike enough to want to risk a trade? I don't like... That energy bot is pretty crappy. The elite bot is especially crappy now that I've enhanced my vessels. So let's see. Let's see if he has anything good here. It's nothing that I want. I don't want any of this. I guess then I would swap out Bowl Towns because I never added anything to that one. So a useless trade. But you know, why not? Ooh. But because I went through that, I now have access to that room and I can get myself a second little fur. Okay, that's maxed out. I have some confidence in that now, at least. Now is it the time when I'm gonna start branching out to areas I didn't previously have access to? Hidden paths. I feel like the game wouldn't want to send me down specifically hidden paths. Instead, what I think I'm probably supposed to do is try to head off in a new direction. If I can find a way to get headed that way, maybe I can't. All the way back to what is essentially the start. That's one path that I never found before. That was all there was back there. That wasn't a very exhilarating backtrack now, was it? 2 down? No. Back across the bridge, past the waypoint, and now pushing off left. Yeah. I don't know if this was here before, but here's how I gained to the next area. It's fixed. Okay, yeah, I couldn't go this way. You can go on your merry way. I literally couldn't go that way before. Are you not so merry? Being a pawn in this petulant android's plot isn't doing it for you? Reloading personality matrix. It's fixed. So they got like overridden. Yeah, so that had a clear path forward. The next part of this act here. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. See you again soon.